Hello everybody, welcome again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am not going to let this one just pass like that. A lot has been happening in this country, especially in the past, let's say 2 or 3 days. If you have been following up our news, there's a member of parliament who actually was shot the same days, and it really brought up some issues that I feel like I need to talk about it in this video of, let what I can say, the citizen class versus the political class. Everything totally has gone, the gap has widened. Why am I saying so? You see, like some time back when we had the Gen Z, that is the Gen Z demonstrations right here in this country, and then after that, some Gen Zs were shot, some of them were injured, some of them just lost their lives. And then recently, a documentary was released by the BBC talking about that. But on the contrary, some of the MPs, if I remember very well, we have an MP from, that is the Dagoretti constituency, MP John Kiare. Sometimes I just feel sad because this guy came to our screens actually telling us some of the images that were being shared on social media were not real. Remember, these are demonstrations, the Gen Zs are being shot at, or rather Kenyans are being shot at, but this MP, he had the audacity to address the parliament and tell them that those images, the videos, were actually photoshopped. That was quite something. It was an embarrassing moment. Now, the BBC released a documentary the other day, and then followed up by a member of parliament being shot dead. And remember, in this video, I just said the gap between the Kenyans, or rather the normal citizens, versus the political class has actually widened. Why am I saying so? Like when the member of parliament passed on, what guys could say, like right now you go to the social media, hi you go to the social media and all that, what people are saying, we sympathize and move on. What does that tell you? We sympathize and move on. Actually, that is a statement that was also made by one of the politicians in this country. When people are being killed, Kenyans are being killed, like, to them it's just like we sympathize and move on. So recently, one of them, Paston, was actually assassinated at a roundabout in Nairobi. And Kenyans, you go to social media, you will be shocked. Guys are just saying, we sympathize and we move on. That is something that is supposed to be sending some waves to our leaders. That one should tell our leaders there's a total disconnect. You are killed, you get a gunshot, you either get injured or you die, but all people can say, we sympathize and move on. That is now between the Kenyan citizens and the political class. On to another thing, the allegations that in his constituency, some of them were actually celebrating on the streets. I'm not so sure about that, but that is, or rather we have seen some of the videos circulating online that guys are actually celebrating. And I'm left to ask myself, or rather I'm left wondering here, what kind of a leader was that? Or rather, what kind of leaders do we employ? Do we employ guys who are so rough? Do we employ guys, they get into power by fire, by force, no matter what? And then by the time they're getting into office, they're used to that kind of a life. That is why they rule us by fire, by force. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go to one of the Facebook pages from that constituency, that is Kaspul constituency. Guys are actually living, some they don't have their nose, some don't have their hands, some have actually lost their lives, and they say it's courtesy to the member of parliament. I do not know about that, but those are the allegations, that are coming up after the MP has been shot dead. So in today's video, I'm just like, wow. So my question is, what kind of leaders are we electing into office? Is it about the character of our leaders we do elect into office, or it is about us, the Kenyan citizens? We do not know who to vote into office, or rather maybe sometimes we are just voting in some people that we love their character. We love those guys who are rough. We love to elect people who are known to have the stamina. We love to elect people who bring fights and all that. Those are the people we do celebrate. And I just feel it is high time as Kenyans we do what? We do change. We need to elect people who are development conscious, elect people who are going to work for us, not people who use their money, people who use their energy, people who use their strength, just to rule, to get into office. You can see what is happening. And I'm not like dreaming, or rather just saying something that I'm not so sure about. Go to the online, that is the Facebook pages, that is Kasipul constituency. You're going actually to see what I am talking about. And then somebody was like, remember the BBC documentary? And then just after a few days, this assassination is up. So guys are left to ask themselves, or rather we are left to wonder if the assassination is just a way of, kunyamazisha, silencing the whole conversation that is going on in this country. Could that be the reason? I do not know. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Now, as we finalize our video today, how do you know the character of a leader you are going to elect into office? Listen to this leader when he's not giving out a public, or rather an official speech. Listen to them like when they're talking in let's say funerals. Listen to them when they're outside the parliament, not the official assignment. That is when you are going to actually tell the character of the leader you are electing into office. And then finally, remember, the forest will change. The forest will change, but the monkey will remain the same. That is my parting shot for the video of today. So thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. If this is your first time to bump into this channel, kindly consider to subscribe, like, and also share this video. So currently, that is what is happening in this country. I just remembered there's a Nigerian comedian who came up and was like, hey, Kenya right now is so quiet. What could be happening? Kenya right now is so quiet. Is it that country guys are going through turmoil or what? No. And then after 2 days, we are into this. Oh my God. Okay, thank you. See you in the next and bye for now.